Hey man, say man, let's thank God for another day, man. Glory to God. You feel me? Look though, let's go hop straight into it, man. And today, look, we got the female assassins that killed 1,000 ops for cartels. Obviously, hyping this up. You know, Mac Moolah like to do a bit of clickbait. You feel me? Or shall I say a lot? But hey, man, I'm reacting to it. Look, I don't got nothing to judge. You feel me, on bro? Hey, look though, we gonna hop straight into it. Oh man, all glory to God though, and let's do it, man. If you can't tell, I'm reacting to a reaction, so. You feel me? Yeah.
From smuggling
Let's
to
do it
killing,
though, man. Come on,
casinos,
glory to God.
to illegal substances, the mafia has done it all. And for the most part, men have been at the center of the discussion. But there have been women, female mafia mobsters, who were as iconic as they were notorious. Women who controlled global crime syndicates and had armies of men at their beck and call. In this video, I will show you the most notorious 5 female mobsters in history. Let's dive in. Virginia Hill, 1916.
Bro, what?
Virginia knew how to keep her mouth shut.
Do you ever get any money from any other person whom we might call a gangster other than Siegel?
No.
Did you ever get any money from Costello?
This was a crazy time, the 1920s.
Did you ever get any money from Meyer Lansky?
I never got money from any of those fellas.
None of those
None
fellas?
of those fellas. None of these that
That
I've
was
been reading
100
about.
years
None
ago.
that
That's
I knew
crazy.
They did anything.
None of the Shetties?
On bro, it's
No.
2025.
I don't even speak to the. I mean, I met that Charlie once or twice. I don't even talk to him.
You don't like him?
No.
Born into poverty on the 26th of August, 1916, Ani Virginia Hill
1916.
wanted
Fuck.
to be rich. So when her divorced mother moved to Georgia, she followed before moving to Chicago, where she became a waitress and a lady of the night. She eventually got into the world of crime. By 1933, at the age of 17, she was the mistress to several mob bosses in the East Coast,
Damn,
losing
she was
money
lucky,
and
bro.
messages between
She was a
Chicago, New York, Los Angeles, and Las Vegas. When the police tried to get her to turn on the mob, Virginia invoked omerta, the mafia's code of silence.
It's got many different meanings, but what did omerta mean to you?
It meant open your mouth when you're in a dentist's office. Don't talk. I don't care who betrayed me. I don't care who ratted on me. I don't care how bad the life was. I took an oath. That's what omerta is. You took the blood oath. You agreed to.
Hold on, chat. We should look this up, cause I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, what this jank mean, bro? Oh, I never knew that.
Omerta.
Oh, that's how they say it. Omerta. Bro, be like, I ain't gonna lie. It's a gang. It's a gang called that. They call it a murder or something like that in Flint, though. I ain't gonna lie. I never knew what that junk really meant, though. People just be doing anything.
Your mouth shut.
I don't think they know what it means, to be honest.
Fantasyland. It was a criminal life. We knew what we were getting involved in,
Right.
and we have to shut our mouth.
Her loyalty not only
That's what
earned
it
the
mean,
mafia's
omerta.
trust, it also
That's
stole
what
the
I-
heart of a notorious yet visionary mafia boss named Bugsy Siegel. Bugsy Siegel was responsible for what Las Vegas is today.
Oh, damn.
And back when he met Virginia Hill, he ran several casinos and a bootlegging empire. Above
Bootlegging.
all, he loved Virginia deeply enough to name his biggest casino after her. Unfortunately, Siegel was shot dead in Virginia's Vegas home on the 20th of June, 1947. But strangely enough, Virginia had traveled to Paris 4 days before the shooting, leading many to believe that she knew there was a hit, and she had just abandoned Bugsy to his fate. By 1951, Virginia found herself under national scrutiny
1951.
when a
God
senator
damn.
named Estes T. Kefauver launched an investigation into the mafia. Once again, Virginia kept her lips sealed.
You still bet the horse race?
That's the only thing now. I don't bet anything. Now I'm afraid I'll win, and then they'll say I made more money than I did.
You mean you just don't want to win anymore?
I don't want anymore.
After denying every allegation, she escaped to Europe, where she lived
Oh,
far
damn.
from the American press, with
damn.
her son Peter and her husband
got
Henry
up outta there.
Hauser, an
See,
Austrian.
but being a gangster made a little bit more sense back then. There was a lot of money involved. There wasn't no cameras everywhere. They ain't had no damn trackers on your phone. You know what I'm saying? It made more sense. You can make a lot of money, be discreet, keep it low key, handle your business, be illegal as you want to be, and for the most part, it'll be kind of hard for you to get caught. 'cause
True. That's true. Like, it wasn't technology, it wasn't no DNA evidence or everything. You feel me? That's true. It wasn't as much cameras, video, social media. For real, you see what I'm saying? That's true. At the same time, though, you feel me? You a gangster, right? You doing stuff illegally. You doing stuff badly, cause it's all about you. What is that? Pride. Y'all know I'm a biblical person. I'ma always talk Bible on at least one part of the video, bro. You feel me? That ain't what God want for you, bro.
Technology wasn't there, short. Nowadays, being a gangster is the dumbest shit.
Yeah,
you can do.
it's even slower now, though. I ain't gonna lie.
We could make more money working at motherfucking Walmart. Yeah.
On the 24th of March, 1966, she was found dead from an overdose of sleeping pills with her coat.
I want to put y'all on to some of the easiest.
Hold on. Overdose off sleeping pills.
Neatly folded beside her, and a note that described how tired she was of life.
Oh, she did it on purpose. Suicide.
Since her passing, Hollywood has worshipped her, and today, many in the world of crime still look up.
Bro, this what I'm saying, bro. Y'all be like, bro, it be people around this, like, bro, that's crazy. It be people in the world that die, bro, that leave legacies of people who worship them like a god. Like, what is wrong with y'all, bro? Like, I'll even see, like, bro, in the time and age that I'm in, bro, I'll hear people, like, you'll see when Bloodhound Lil Jeff died, for example, everybody had him as their profile picture. You see what I'm saying? A lot of YNs had him as their profile picture. That's who they looked up to. That's who they wanted to be. In the Bible, what does it say? You should look up to Christ. You should be like Christ. We should have Christ likeness and be one with Christ. What if they want to be like Lil Jeff? Be like Lil Jeff. They want to be one with Lil Jeff. They want to catch more bodies than him. You see what I'm saying? What is that? Demonic, satanic. And they don't even realize how evil it is, bro. People really don't realize what they doing. It says if you're not worshiping God, you're worshiping the devil. Rather you worshiping money, rather you worshiping another killer, you feel me? Rather you worshiping whoever you worshiping, bro, it's the devil if you ain't worshiping God. Facts.
The mob queen.
Facts. That's terrible.
A mob queen.
Stephanie St. Clair,
She looked like a
1897
gangster.
to 1969.
God damn.
1890 is
Life in the
crazy.
20th century was brutal for black women, and yet this woman managed to rise to
looked
the
like a
top.
strong
Not
one.
much is known about Stephanie St. Clair's background, but many believe she was born on an island off the shores of France in the late 1800s. From childhood,
That's so
Stephanie
crazy,
St. Clair found
1800s,
that she
bro.
had a strong will and cared very little about consequences. So on the 22nd of July, 1911, when she was only 13, she hopped on a boat bound for New York City. Soon, St. Clair got into the booming gambling business in Harlem. It was the mid-1920s, and gambling in Harlem was a black man's racket. And yet, St. Clair was able to get those men to work for her. They even became fiercely loyal to her.
That's crazy.
At her peak, the woman was worth $500,000, $8 million in today's money.
Oh.
But then, a notorious white bootlegger named Dutch Schultz, with ties to the mafia and corrupt politicians, chose to take over Harlem's black gambling business. He issued an ultimatum: sell your business to me or pay royalties. But while everyone panicked, St. Clair published her response to his ultimatum in the papers. I'm not afraid of Dutch Schultz or any other living man.
That's
He'll
crazy.
never touch me. I will kill Schultz if he sets foot in
Whoa!
Schultz's game is my game. This led to a full-scale war, but St. Clair was the one who struck first.
No.
She organized black gamblers to undermine Schultz's associates and intimidate white gamblers working for him. She even took out ads encouraging black Harlemites to patronize only black gambling outfits. Furious Schultz retaliated by issuing threats, murdering her men, and placing a bounty on her head.
Damn.
At one point, he even sent an assassin to take her life, but St. Clair killed the hitman. Mafia who
Whoa!
assassinated Schultz for an unrelated dispute. And St. Clair, in her eccentric fashion, sent a telegram to her fallen enemy, signed, Madam Queen of Policy.
That's crazy.
It read,
That's-
as ye
that's
sow,
gangster.
so shall you reap.
Bro, and then people will be knowing about the Bible and still go like, come on, bro, still go against it. Like that's a freaking what a man soweth, that shall he also reapeth. I mean, that's like people take stuff from the Bible and make it how they want to, like, and like, you feel me? So people do that all the time, but it's like, I don't even remember the verse. No, it said a few times in there though. I ain't gonna lie
It
to
read,
you.
as ye sow,
I think it
so
said that in
shall you
Isaiah one time too.
Now that's gangster.
From then on,
Shit.
St. Clair would get into a weird one-year trial period marriage with this man Bishop Amaru.
They had waves back then, bro. What?
Abdul Hamid later terminate her.
What?
Whoever his mama is bogus.
Amaru
Is a mother.
Minin Sophie Abdul Hamid.
I ain't even hear the name, bro. I'm looking at bro hair, bro. What?
Whoever his mama is bogus. Is a mother.
Minin Sophie Abdul Hamid.
Bishop Amarino Alminino Surfi Abdul Hamid.
Yo, what, bro?
And would later terminate her subscription with 3 bullets after she caught him cheating. After spending 10 years in prison for the crime, St. Clair stepped back from crime and died poor. Today, she's remembered as a gangster.
And died poor? Did they say that?
Stepped back from crime and died poor.
And died poor? Am I tripping?
Spending 10 years in prison for the crime, St. Clair stepped back from crime and died poor.
And died poor. I think they said poor. I can't see the word because it's blocking it. Yeah, died poor. Bro, so you did all this. Nah, see, that just goes to show, bro. It's not really like what you think it is, bro. Like, I don't care if you think you finna make it out. You think you finna kill all these people and get away. You think you finna get away from the cops, get away from your enemies, get away from God. You ain't getting away from God. You might get away from the police. It's real rare, though. You know what I'm saying? The only person I can name who truly made it out that stuff, it's a few people, but who made it out that stuff that was killing people was King Von. And he died still. You see what I'm saying? But he made it out the hood. He could have lived if he just changed his ways. But he didn't. You see what I'm saying? That's the only person I can name that was actually killing people and getting money, made it, escape cops and escape people. And who was to say? And they said he was finna be arrested even if he was still alive. So truly, he didn't even make it for real. It's a lot of people that don't, bro. Your chances of making it out, not getting killed and not going to prison is very slim. But the chance of you getting away from God not knowing, you not getting punished by God is 0. Impossible. Why? Because he knows. Oh, you see what I'm saying? Bro, come on, bro. Like, y'all, I don't think people be thinking about that, though. I ain't gonna lie. They just think about what's going on in this lifetime. She died poor. Was it worth it? Not only did you die poor, so did you give your life to Jesus? They ain't say that. I don't know your life story. I don't know what you be doing. You feel me? But, hey, the way you was living, it ain't seem like it.
After spending 10 years in prison,
I ain't judging. I'm just observing your life. I'm just observing what the video's saying. I ain't gonna lie.
Today, she's remembered as a gangster, civil rights advocate,
I'm just taking what the
fashionista,
video
and
saying.
businesswoman who successfully took on one of the men of her era and won.
That's crazy. To win.
Sister Ping, 1949 to 2014.
Her name was Sister.
Oh, bro, what?
Ping was born on the 9th of January,
What the
1949, in a poor farming village in northern China. By the time she was 15, she began taking care of her family when her father had legally immigrated to the U.S. He stayed there for 13 years before he was apprehended and deported to China in 1977. In China, Ping's father began smuggling people into the U.S., introducing his daughter to a career that would come to define her future.
Damn.
In 1974,
He raised
Ping
her
moved to
in
Hong
that
Kong,
bro.
became successful, and opened a factory in Shenzhen, China. By June 1981, with the help of an elderly couple, Ping successfully applied to be a nanny in New York. Along with her family, she smuggled herself into Chinatown, Manhattan on the 17th of November, 1981. There she opened a shop called Takshun Variety Store, where she appeared to care for elderly immigrants from her village. In truth, it was a front for her one-woman human smuggling operation, where she moved many of her villagers from China into the U.S. using forged identification
How
documents.
the hell you get somebody from China all the way to the U.S.? How the fuck do you do that illegally?
Are you having trouble trying to keep up?
That's crazy, bro. People be thinking about their minds be like so creative, wickedly. I'm not saying that's necessarily like, I don't know, but I don't really do immigration, but I don't see why other people can't come to the U.S. You feel me? But doing that, that's crazy, bro.
Now he finna say something about some forged documents, and that's the only thing I could think of, shorty, because okay, Mexico is like, nigga, you just walk.
Oh, bro, for sure. Right.
You just walk and you be alright. I mean, I know it's some little intricate things in between, but it's like, you know.
Many of her
But this shit here
villagers
just
from China
cray-cray.
into the U.S. using forged identification documents,
Damn.
commercial airlines, and cargo ships. These illegal immigrants were charged $35,000, and Chinatown's most violent thugs enforced payment. In 1989, Canadian police discovered her racket and arrested her. She served only 4 months, and upon her release, she got right back to business. There was a high demand during this period because the
That's
U.S.
crazy.
government offered Chinese students present in the United States at the time of the Tiananmen Square protest of 1989 an opportunity to stay. So thousands of illegal immigrants flooded towards the country, and Sister Ping was there to lend aid, at a price, of course. Meanwhile, the shipments with illegal immigrants capsized, killing everyone on board, and her name came under the authorities' radar. By the time she was eventually caught, the U.S. Department of Justice declared at her sentencing that Sister Ping was one of the first and ultimately most successful human smugglers of all time.
Chinese Harriet Tubman.
She was worth
Man.
around $40 million.
God.
She was arrested
Dang.
in Hong Kong while using a fake passport.
Damn.
A month later, she was extradited to the U.S. and handed a 35-year sentence. On the 24th of April 2014, age 65, Sister Ping passed away in
She
jail.
look crazy
And at
as
her
hell,
funeral
bro.
in Manhattan, thousands of mourners flocked the streets, showing you just how influential Sister Ping was.
Yeah, that's crazy. I ain't
Asunta
done turning it
Maresca,
out.
1935 to 2021. From a small town in Campania, the
Campania, what
Maresca
is
family
that?
had a terrible reputation that stretched across Naples. The head of the family, Alberto Maresca, was a notorious smuggler of contraband cigarettes. His brother Vincenzo had killed his older brother, Gerardo,
Bro,
in cold
what,
blood.
bro?
And the entire family were known as the Lightning Knives because of how good they were with switchblades. This was the family that Asunta was born into, the only girl out of 4 boys. By the time she was 19, everyone wanted to marry her because of how beautiful she was. On the 27th of April, 1955, she settled for a Camorra boss known as Pasquale
Come on,
Simonetti,
settled for.
who dealt in smuggled goods. But just 3 months after their marriage, Pasquale was gunned down
Damn,
in Naples
3
City
months?
That's
Square
crazy.
by a hitman employed by a jealous rival named Camarista Antonio Epicito.
But what type of David and Bathsheba, what type of junk was going on around this season, man? They talking about he was killed by a rival, probably because they say because he was jealous, so he was killed just because they wanted to get his wife. With the Helly, with the David, with the Bathsheba, with the Uriah, with these Uriah. Like, what's going on, bro?
Jealous rival named Camarista
With the
Antonio
Camarista?
Epicito. Asunta was devastated, 6 months pregnant and thirsty for revenge.
Oh, she
so
went
she
Oh.
drank to
gangsta all
Naples
the way,
with her
gangsta.
youngest
Oh,
brother.
so they trying to kill him so they can get her, but little do they know she finna kill them for killing him. Sliding out
pulled out a
slime.
revolver and fired 29 bullets into Antonio,
Damn.
killing him like he killed her husband in cold blood and broad daylight.
They said, hey, that joke ain't funny, bro. But they said kill him like
Asunta was
kill him like they killed his husband.
Chiro pulled out a revolver,
Wait. Hold on, time out.
thirsty for revenge.
Oh, she
so
went
she drank to
gangsta all
Naples
the way,
with her
gangsta.
youngest brother, Chiro, pulled out a revolver and fired 29 bullets into Antonio.
Dang.
With a revolver? 29 bullets out of a revolver? What happened to 6? Like, what's going on, bro?
Killed her husband in cold blood and broad daylight.
Killing him
Why
like
she
they
was
killed his
When
cousin.
asked why she shot him 29 times,
Killed his
Asunta
husband.
said that she thought she would miss. Her case was taken to trial in 1959, and it got the attention of the world when she famously declared in the middle of the trial proceeding, "I would do it again." The whole courtroom burst into cheers.
That's
Men,
crazy,
once again,
bro.
began sending marriage proposals while her trial was
She
ongoing.
said, "I'll do it
Eventually, she got a
again."
13-year sentence, gave birth to her first child, Pasquale, in prison, and was ultimately pardoned in 1965 after spending 10 years inside. After this, Asunta returned to Camorra and got married to another Camorra boss named Umberto Amaturo.
She went to
Her son was a
prison for
teenager
10 years, came out still being a gangster.
at the time, hated Amaturo, and the latter threatened to kill him. In 1974, Pasquale was abducted and killed, and Asunta blamed Amaturo for killing her son. The two separated in 1982, and from here on, Asunta devoted all of her energy to the Camorra and her family's business. She took active roles, organized rallies, and publicly defied the boss of a rival Camorra clan after he imposed taxes on her family's business and almost killed her brother, Chiro. In 1982, she and her estranged lover, Amaturo, were accused of killing a forensic scientist. Although she denied involvement, she was given a 4-year sentence. After her release, Asunta lived in solitude till December 2021, dying a month before her 87th birthday.
Dang, she did live long though. I'm dead though.
Maria Licciardi.
She said I'll do it again.
Maria Licciardi was born into crime. Her entire family were staunch members of the Camorra, and her father was a well-known local boss, also known as Guapo. Her older brother, Gennaro Licciardi, formed the infamous Licciardi clan, and when it was time to marry, Maria was wedded off to a Guapo in the Camorra. But a series of unfortunate events happened in her family. First, her brother Gennaro died. Then her other 2 brothers who took over were arrested.
Dang.
And her husband, who then took leadership of the Licciardi clan, was also arrested by the police. This left the Licciardi clan without a male head. So Maria took power, becoming the first female camarista to rule the Licciardi clan. She also took leadership over a powerful alliance that her older brother had established among other clans in the Secondigliano district in Naples. Maria was able to settle a lot of unrest in the criminal underworld and shut down the Guapos who wanted to take control. Maria also found a way to expand the coalition that her brother created until there were at least 20 clans. She also made them more organized, secretive, sophisticated. However, the biggest change Maria brought to the Camorra was the introduction of prostitution, which her deceased brother had strongly opposed. Under Maria, local, mostly underage girls trying to escape poverty were brought from the Albanian mafia for $2,000 and forced into prostitution by the Camorra. Maria also hooked the girls on drugs and ran a system where these girls, now addicted to the substance, spent all of their money buying Maria's drugs. Throughout much of the late 20th century, no one in the law enforcement agencies knew that Maria Licciardi existed. As a result, through her peak, she never got arrested, charged, or even mentioned by the papers. Meanwhile, the Licciardi clan was seen as a charitable organization in her town, giving out food and money to poor neighborhoods. But all of that changed when a tip led to her first arrest in January 1998. Her lawyers did a great job clearing her name, and she faded into obscurity. Business would go on as usual until a rebellious clan went against Maria's wishes, choosing to sell unrefined heroin to her customers and leading to the deaths of many.
Whoa.
As the police cracked down on them, a war broke out that forced Maria to respond with violence. In the aftermath of war, there were 120 casualties.
Yo, that's
but even
crazy.
worse, now the world was aware of Maria's existence. Over the 3 years that followed, Maria avoided arrest, running her clan with an iron fist and assassinating rebellious heads of other clans. On the 14th of June 2001, Licciardi was arrested by the Naples police and sent to jail for 9 years. In prison, she continued running the Licciardi clan. She still does today.
That's
The authorities
Still in
know
prison?
that she's the only thing standing between the relative peace in the Camorra and the complete mayhem that would unleash in her absence. Hey, thanks for watching.
That's, man.
This is what the this is some crazy
Wait. The female narco slept with enemy corpse. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what be going on in this world, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. But dang, bro, I ain't gonna lie. That was like some real life gang banging, like 120. So it's like 120 people killed, and in like the war, like the beef, bro. That don't even be going on today, bro. I mean, it do probably, but man, bro, he be capping in them titles, bro. That's what I'm saying. 29 shells from a revolver. Like, come on, bro. How? They talking about. She said, I killed them. They said, I killed them while he killed my husband. Bro, that joke crazy, bro. I'm asleep, bro. Man, here's a right. to 7:30, bro. What they talking about? Bro, that joke was crazy, fuck. I'm dead, bro. Hey, man, say, man. I ain't gonna lie, I don't got too much to say, man. All glory to God, bro. This video, hope y'all like enjoyed it. I don't know. I guess it was like some history, you feel me? Do your history, man. School coming back up. My jokes start Monday. It's currently Friday, August 22nd. Mine start on August 25th, you feel me? But, hey, man, you feel me? Just a little quick history, you feel me? I don't gotta take history class. I learned something off on the grade. Them people was crazy back then, too. That's what I learned. Hey, all glory to God, though. We all need Jesus, you feel me? I hope y'all have a good day or good night whenever y'all watching this, man. And stay blessed, man. We out. What the freaky?